Alright, this is for my buddy Andy. I told him I was going to make him a video on staining. So here you go, bud. The first thing you do is stay away from that crap over there at Home Depot. And you can see, get this stuff, that Minwax will drive you crazy. So, it's real simple. All I did is I got some cord around. I've been doing some cord around. And I had to buy a crap more because they wanted in more areas. So, it's real simple, Andy, bro. Just grab your rag. Don't worry about spraying this stuff. This stuff is easy. But just go ahead and get your rag in there. Actually, it's almost like a sponge that they sell at Home Depot. They're kind of cool. It's like a rag sponge. You'll see them at Home Depot, dude. They're not expensive. But what I like to do is I just get a first application on it and make it nice and thick, because all you're gonna do is you're gonna freaking wipe it down, but get nice and covered. Get a nice layer on it, and remember, you're gonna come back. I'm sorry, and I know the freaking camera's going everywhere, but it's hard to do one-handed and freaking film with the other, so you'll figure it out, dude. I'm getting a nice thick coat on it. Just wiping it out, wiping it down. Oh, by the way, this is oak, and the color is a cherry. So, as you can see, I got a nice coat on it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna rinse out the excess. I hope you can hear me because I have a lot of back noise. But I just rinse out the excess of it, and I'll come over back on that piece and just give it a moderate pressure. It doesn't have to be a lot, but what you do want to do is if you're going to do multiples of these, what you want to do is remember that same consistency of pressure that you put on first. And all I'm going to do is make a continuous stroke I'm trying not to lift the rag. Trying to not lift the rag at all, so I don't have that difference in coloration. But as you can see, I mean, you can't tell too well here, but the color is nice and even. It's nice and even. There's no blotches. You might see a little darker in some areas than others, but that's actually the shadow. Actually the shadows, but there's no blotching. Let me see if I can come in a little bit closer. See, no blotching at all. No bubbles, no nothing. As you can see, I come over here. I've done a few, and what you want to do when you're doing them, try to keep that same pressure so that you have the same color. The top three don't look like they're the same, but again, it's the shadows. I've got one here. Well, I've got a few of them that are pre-finished, and dude, honestly, they look sweet, man. You see, let me see if I can. It looks like I need to wipe them down. They're just a little dusty, but I don't know if you can tell that well. They're freaking. It's sweet. Okay. Oh. Prepping the wood. This is oak again. It's 3/4 inch, quarter round oak. 3/4 inch, quarter round oak. When you sand, start with 120 and finish with 150. Don't sand more than that, because if you sand more than that, you're gonna close the pores on the wood, and it won't let the stain absorb. Hey, look, the old Ford is here. I made it all the way to Texas like 10 times already, but whatever. But anywho, don't over sand, because I know you're thinking, oh, if Rob went to 120 and then 150, I'll go to 300 million. No, don't do that. Just go to 150. Go to 150, stain it, and you're good to go. And all you see is just continuous strokes. And remember, get good shit. Don't use that Minwax crap. This is Bock wiping stain from Sherwin-Williams. If you over sand it, it will blotch on you. So you're gonna get high color, low color. It's gonna be dark and light, and all that crap. You see, I did a whole bunch more over here, and I remember. I said, wait a minute, Andy wanted a video. So, luck to you, buddy. Oh, once I finished the 120, 150, I sanded. Once I got a clear coat, well, a sealer coat on it, I went and sanded it to 220, nice and light, 220, and gave it a clear coat, and it's done, dude. So, I don't know if you can see them too good, and I hope this helps you out. So, I'll hear from you sometime. See ya.